Well, good morning, Canterbury's Goodies fans, and welcome to the review show of yesterday's racing at Scottsville. Well, before that, we went and had two race days at Turfentine and Durbanville. Both went without much of a hitch. The find of the race in Durbanville was a race one where we found Louis Burke on Justin Snaith's horse looked like the absolute right one. According to the tip sheet in Scottsville, we started off gangbusters. We really went well. The first race, I phoned the Goodies fans and said, "Look, I didn't think Karari Rose looked like a good thing. I thought there were a couple of others that could win, and so suggested taking swingers and trifectas and quartets." And they ran first, second, third, and fourth, the horses that we liked. But anyway, we moved, and Karari Rose was very, very impressive. Won in an absolute common canter in a very fast time. So we moved on to race two. Now, this was the big win of the day for the Canter Pass Goodies fans, and certainly for me, because what I do is I structure my bets on each race. When I like a race, like certainly this race, I took the two horses that I tipped to the winner and my best each way. I took that was one Chief Runner and five Red Mountain, and took them to run first and second, and then took Field and Field, and got lucky. Vencedor ran third at a very big price, and then some other thing, Lookout ran fourth at an even bigger price. So ended up catching a percentage of a 30,000 Rand quartet. Now, that's how you've got to play yourselves, because what happens is that makes for the whole day. You're spending 50 or 100 Rand a race, and you're betting on that basis. The exacta is not nearly as good a bet as the quartet in big fields. In smaller fields, I'll take the quartet. So Red Mountain was a good winner for us, and certainly helped the quartet pay, and it ended up tote favorite, Red Mountain. So it just shows you quartet that pays 30,000 Rand with a horse that ends up tote favorite is really a pleasure, and the swingers paid well. Everything worked out very nicely as far as race two was concerned, and as I say, a really big quartet which we caught, because the first two horses we tipped, the best bet and the best each way, ran first and second. So then we move on to race three, and race three, we had a Canter Pass goodie. I made this horse, the Shepherd, the absolute bee's knees. So let's go and have a look at race three. Well, there you see the Shepherd on the inside, nice, moving past the back of Strathclyde, which ran second. We tipped them 1-2 in this race, funnily enough, on the tip sheet. And the Shepherd goes on to win a very good race. What's interesting is New Mexico was a hot favorite, second run after a rest, absolutely flat run. That's always what happens, and that's why I looked for something else to beat. So then we move on to race four. Now, race four looked like quite a tricky race, but the two horses I picked out were Golden Peace and Little Mary Sunshine. Well, she didn't run any type of race, but Golden Peace ended up winning. That was our winner, and Rachel Venica. What a rider. We'll come to her later and show exactly how much better she is than the rest of them. But very good win from Golden Peace. That was my top choice in the race, and she beat Blackberry Maltz, so that was a good result. Race five, well, here I went for another Canter Pass goodie, and when you watch the replay, you'll see why this was really, really disappointing. I thought this was a really weak ride from Sean Veal, and I'll explain it when we watch the video now. So Connoisseurs in the red with cap with the black on the outside with a big white face. And here Muzieni gives him a little backhand, couple of backhands, just hardly giving him a push. And I'm surprised he ran as close as he did. Well, now he gets busy on the horse, but he should have got busy actually a long time before this. Rachel Venica gets up to win, and good win. Race six, disappointing, because Nightjar I thought was absolutely the right horse, and here you see Rachel Venica absolutely brilliant and completely outright Craig Zaki. He ran from one side of the racecourse to the other. The horse was hanging with him. He was weak the last 50, and Rachel just got up and did the business. Race 7, My top choice was Vermicelli, and Muzi got into a bit of trouble in the straight, and Hot Strike rolled in front, and here was a very good ride from Craig Zaki, which he kept. It wasn't Craig Zaki, actually, it was Caden Brewer, Serena Moodley at least, kept the winner, Hot Strike, running. But Vermicelli, very unlucky, and certainly over a bit more ground, might be worth following. So race 8, we went for Rafa's Boy. It took a terrible drift in the betting, and once that was on, I was going to make him a canter pass goodie. He cantered down really well, but the drift in the betting worried me, and the race showed it. He was certainly not put into the race until very late, where he did run on. I think next time he runs, we're going to be with him, so we'll have a very close look at him next time. This race was won by Connery from the Kotzen outfit. No talk about this being fancied at all, so they obviously had no clue that this was going to win. The exotics paid huge money. Connoisseur cost us everything, but it was actually a pretty good day's racing, and certainly race by race we made money, and then Connoisseur kiboshed all the exotics.